Good morning. Hope you like my new title. I finally got rid of those beautiful handwritten signs. But want to talk today about brokers. I see a lot of people in these groups and stuff asking about brokers, which ones to use, which one's the best, fees, what you should be concerned yourself with, all this different stuff. And figured I'd talk a little bit about it today. And I think a good place to start is by asking, well, what really is a broker in today's world of investing? And really, a broker is just really a conduit. It's providing you technology and a platform for you to execute your own trading and investing goals. So there's really your step one. You have to identify what your goals are in order to determine what broker is going to be best for you. Now, I've talked about the difference between trading and investing before, and that's an important distinction you have to make in order to determine your goals, really. I think a lot of people are going to live on the investing side of the fence, and that being that, you're looking for just a savings vehicle that's going to be better than a savings account. I've talked about the downsides of using a savings account at a bank as your primary investment vehicle. So I think that's where a lot of people are going to live. You might use something like dollar cost averaging, where you take a chunk out of each paycheck religiously and put it into an investment account, and you're trying to grow that over the long term. So if that's you, if that's, sounds like your goals, well, then you're going to be looking to invest in things like index funds, bond funds, ETFs, maybe a little commodity exposure, some gold or something like that. Things that are going to grow slowly and steadily over time, and that are going to provide you with a balanced exposure to financial markets. So being that I think that should be most people's goal. Warren Buffett said, if you're going to have a job and you're looking for a good savings vehicle, we'll just invest in the S&P 500 and get back to work. That's the financial advice from the greatest financial investor of all time. So it should work for a lot of people. And if that's the case, as far as brokers go, almost any broker is going to be a decent fit for you. I mean, I see a lot of people talking about these new zero-cost discount brokerages, Robinhood and stuff like that. I don't personally use Robinhood or any of these guys, but if your goal is that simple long-term investing, well, that could be a great fit for you. If you don't want to have to worry about fees, that's going to give you exposure to some of the basic investment vehicles we talked about, index funds and things like that. But then again, all the big brokerage houses are going to be good fits for you as well. I mean, as far as fees go, they do have some fees. They're all very low now. It seems to be a race to zero with all these big guys. But any of the big ones is going to be good for you. E-Trade, Fidelity, Schwab, TD Ameritrade, any of them. So, and they might give you a little bit better customer service, a little better exposure to some other things you may want to dabble in the future. So, one of the most important things of a long-term investing portfolio is it should not be a cause of stress. So if getting somebody on the phone at customer service is important to you, or having access to, a few other markets or better platforms, so the big brokerage houses would be great for you as well. Now, when it comes to trading stocks, this is on the other side of the fence from investing. This is what I do for a living. It's a little bit more my wheelhouse. But for trading stocks in the short term, you want to invest a lot more time in educating yourself, not only about finance in general, which you always should no matter what, but in selecting the broker. In that selection process, you need to invest a lot more time and effort, because certainly fees should be a concern. It might sound a little counterintuitive where you're making more trades in the short term, so the fees should be a bigger concern. That's kind of true. However, I would never, ever recommend any discount broker, Robinhood type of service for a stock trader, someone who wants to be serious in short-term trading in the market, because you really want a reliable platform. You don't want any limited access. You don't want any you don't want a situation where you're going to be on hold for an hour to get in touch with customer service. I'm not saying that's Robinhood per se, but You want something that's going to give you reliable access to the market, and you need a lot more, let's say, bells and whistles when you're trading. You need good charting software, you need good level 2, you need good technical analysis of whatever technical indicators you may want to use. So I always, as part of the selection process for finding a good broker for stock trading, I always recommend setting up a paper trading account with whatever brokers you're considering. And any of these big brokerage houses that I mentioned will allow you to open a paper trading account, which is an account funded with paper money, so you can learn how to use their platforms and execute trades and set your stop losses and your limit orders, so that you can learn how to get the best executions and trade on their various platforms. This is critical, very important before you put any money on the line in short-term trading. So some different considerations on both sides of the fence. Depends on your goals. Hope that provides a little bit of insight to a few people. Everyone have a great day.